and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd and 9, Jackson being chased out left. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
Yeah, not much there that time, and I think we were both wondering once he got out of the box whether he'd just throw the ball away, and he winds up only picking up a yard or two.
And on 3rd down, the Cowboys bring in an extra defensive back. Now it's Jackson. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Defensive end DeMarcus Lawrence applied the heat. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
So on 4th down, here's Sam Cook to punt it away. Back deep for the Cowboys, Tavon Austin. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in, because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. A 1st down carry by Elliott. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Prescott's throw going to be caught by Gallup and brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, a tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you make curl a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion.
Another scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
7-7, our score after one. Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession as they've got a 2nd and 8 forthcoming. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Watch the slant. Watch the slant.
Elliott running right. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. Matt Judon there to bring him down.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd.
He's not going to get me.
On 3rd down, Elliott. And they'll get him down right around the 16. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this third down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
Brett Maher now for the Cowboy field goal. From the right hash, this from 33. Able to put this one through. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
This is taken at the 3. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. On second down, it's Ingram, and he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 2 yards, good enough for a first. Jackson, option right. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. On the counter, Ingram. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Sean Lee, the Pro Bowler, there for the tackle.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8. The 37-yard line.
And now Jackson will look to throw it. Short throw underneath to Hurst. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
And the Cowboys here on 3rd down, bringing in an extra defensive back. 2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. He wants it all for the end zone and unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And Tucker, the former Longhorn, puts this one through, and that will knot us up at 10. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
And now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. He gets it over the middle to Cobb. 20, 10, touchdown, Cowboys.
Let's go.
Randall Cobb, 75 yards, as his guys are able to regain the lead.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
Marr on for the extra point. He's got it as they go up by a total of 17 to 10. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line.
Get that
And he'll
dude,
take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Jalen Smith. The blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
After the sack on first down, Jackson, that's caught over the middle by Hurst. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. Well, that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets.
Oh, he ain't make me do that.
Meanwhile, here, a run on first down really backfires as he's going to be brought down well behind the line of scrimmage.
He ain't make me do that.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Throwing on second and long. Jackson, he's going to look deep for more.
User.
The football, and it's intercepted.
YouTube followers. I'm up on deck.
With a pick, and they will take over at the 29-yard line. That late in the clock, second quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the
Call that
pressure of today's
shoulder.
NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may have forced them into saying, let's try and get some more
Go ahead
points.
and take this to halftime.
A little over 20 seconds remaining in the half as they'll line up here first and 10. Now Prescott. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
Here's second and 10 now from the 29.
You ain't got nothing. You ain't got nothing.
throwing. Prescott.
Come on,
And that's going to
man.
be incomplete. 12 seconds left. Intended that time for Cooper, and it's third down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. And a good job on the tackle there as they get him down shy of the first on the 35-yard stripe. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. So on 4th down, here's Chris Jones to punt it away. And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. And this one's going to be touchdown right at about the 35-yard line. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Final play of the half here. It's Jackson escaping the pressure right. Now he's going to throw deep right side.
Pick, my boy.
And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they want to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a 1st down. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They stay on the ground. This time it's Hill. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That's good for 21 yards and a 1st down.
Sometimes those lines that are drawn on a grease board or in a playbook, they come to life out on the field, don't they? And we just saw down that outside handoff to the right.
That right tackle, he gets excited for that call, doesn't he?
He does, because he just wants to dominate his guy and say, listen, I was the point of attack. I took care of business. That's why you're able to get downfield and add all those yards to your total.
Yeah, really nice gain there.
2nd and 9 at the Cowboys' 37-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. To throw is Jackson. Dancing to his left. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the 1st down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
They'll try to run for the first with Ingram. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. He needed a yard. That's what he got, and it's going to earn him a new set of downs. Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. Flushed out right. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Jalen Smith. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. Well, Charles, if you think so far the early part of the preseason, who has stood out? If you take a peek back at the draft, the first round, it was pretty defensively minded, but there were 3 quarterbacks taken. Kyler Murray first, Daniel Jones 6th, Dwayne Haskins 15th. Of those guys, they've looked pretty good.
I agree with you, Brandon. When you talk about those 3 quarterbacks, and you're right, the rest of the draft, we're talking about big linemen, right? We're talking about defensive players, not a lot of skill players in the first round. But let's take the quarterbacks very quickly. Kyler Murray, by acclamation, went to Arizona. Everyone excited about it. And I think his team remains excited about his prospects. They're eager to see him play. He became the starter as soon as he was drafted. Daniel Jones, that was a different situation in New York. The fans weren't real excited about him coming in. But the reason they drafted him has a similar demeanor and talent to Eli Manning, and he's acquitting himself quite nicely in the early going. And Dwayne Haskins a little more up and down in Washington, but they love the big arm of this guy, and he's back at home. Remember, he grew up in Potomac, Maryland.
On 2nd and 12, Prescott. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. On 3rd down, it's Prescott. This is Cobb with a catch right side. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Give him 15 there, and the Cowboys have a first. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. On 1st down, it's Elliott, and he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. That really sets him back, a loss of 6.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Oh, man, Brandon, not a real good throw that time. It looked like he tried to put a little too much air under this one, and it turned into a floater. And defensively, this is a dream. He could have fair caught that one. That was way too easy.
Forced out to his left. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds.
You good with that quarterback,
It's a
Ryan.
first down to start the drive, 12 yards. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Do this for Brooklyn. Check this out. Being with me reminds you of the greatest rapper.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Jackson flush to his right. He finds an opening past the 40.
That's all you doing is running with that quarterback, boy.
Able to improvise and get the first.
Containing him is becoming a big problem. We've already seen this once earlier on this drive.
Yeah, and so now 2 times this has happened. Do you adjust something?
Yeah, I think you do. I think you got to start thinking about your rush lanes. Try not to either get too wide or too narrow. Make sure someone is there waiting for him to take off.
This pass complete. Jackson finding Andrews. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards. Throwing is Jackson. And a quick throw here, that's complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. On 2nd down, Ingram. And they'll get him down right around the 16.
That call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun, and they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
Again, they'll run with Ingram. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. They'll run here with Ingram. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. So that run gets them about halfway home.
Yeah, it's now second and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
On second and goal, Jackson. Blitz coming, and down he goes. This is third and goal now. 80,000 on their feet here in Arlington. Jackson now. On the move to his left. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's fourth down.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now, since it's fourth down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on fourth and goal. Jackson. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. DeMarcus Lawrence. And the Cowboys defense is going to get him the football back. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a first and 10 at their own 23. They'll start the drive with Elliott. And they're able to get this one across the 35. First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a first and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up second and 10. They'll try the right side with Elliott. And once again, they stop him behind the line. Great job by this Ravens defense. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. The Cowboys on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is third down and 12. Here's Prescott. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore.
Good move. Good dude.
That was an interception, but on the field, the guys who are picking it off, they're not saying that. What word are they using? It's Oski. And that means catch the ball and go the other way.
That's your vernacular. I've never heard anybody say Oski.
Ask around. They'll tell you.
The extra point, a vital one, and he gets it to go. And we are tied here in the fourth quarter. 17-17 the score. All even to this point as the kick's away. This is taken at his 4. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
You like that, right? Let me show you my selfie stick. Big cannon on the mic, and y'all can be meaner, but I bet y'all brush your teeth with jewelry cleaner. So we sitting over here waiting on them to do a line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. to it after the pick six. Prescott buying time to his left. And he's got some space here. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
How many times have we seen this late in the fourth quarter? Because you know the pass rush is getting after him, and they get upfield, get that great push, and what do they create? Space, and he takes off.
They'll run on first down. It's Elliott, and he'll be brought down at about the 42. Earl Thomas in on the stop.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
Prescott. And he'll hit the slant route. That's caught by Cooper. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 20-yard line.
And this is obviously a spot where you lean on your stars. Get the ball to them in open space and let them do what they do.
On first down, Elliott. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Again, it's Elliott. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
A game-winning field goal would be a chip shot from here. Let's see how they play it on 1st and goal. Now Elliott. And he's in for the touchdown. And in the final seconds, forget overtime. They've just likely won this thing in regulation.
And that score in this time frame, that's like a big reveal at the end of a great movie, isn't it? Out of nowhere, almost, it appears, they get it done. How about that score?
Finishes like this is why we love sports. This is why we love the game of football.
So glad that we got to be here to watch this one.
Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They have time here, partner, for just one final heave.
And I have to look at it from the defense's perspective here. We know
and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Well, we saw a close game that kept us on the edge of our seats down to that final whistle. And right before that final whistle, defense with one last exclamation mark there, getting the sack to end it.
I love how you phrased it because we were waiting to see what would happen.